Good evening, Speed Gaming. Welcome to Linked Press Randomizer League Season 5. I am Wolfling Series 6, and we are going to see seeing Team Go, represented by Mick Monkey, versus Team Beats from the East, represented by Homemade Beer. Team Go is 5-5 in the league thus far, going into this week's stick match. And Homemade Beer's Team Beats from the East is currently 4-6. And I don't remember how Pseudo Boots works, but thankfully my co-caller does. Jaxie, take it away.
All right, so we are in week 6. This is Cross Keys week. However, something is different. We are starting with Pseudo Boots. Basically, Pseudo Boots, we have the dashing mechanic, but we cannot do any of the boots checks until we find the real boots. So our bonk distance is greatly reduced to just a short little hop. And we cannot bonk open like bonk rocks. We can't get anything off the library. But we get to go fast. And that's all that matters.
So basically it's just, we pretty much have the dash aspect of the boots and nothing else. That
Exactly.
actually makes sense, yeah.
Exactly, yes.
Now, of course, cross keys, for those who are not familiar with this, is, this is a key sanity focus mode, so we're going to have small keys, big keys, maps, compasses, they're all going to be scattered across the item pool. But what makes it so much more complicated is the fact that we have the entrance shovel on top of that. And if you find a connector, like, for example, let's just use the Elder's House in Kakariko Village, as we find the map here to Swamp House to start things off. You can enter through one side, like, say, it's the potion shop just south of here. You're on the lake. But then the other entrance just leads you straight into Dark World. Somewhere.
Yeah. You could be spat out literally anywhere. You could be spat out on Dark Death Mountain. You could be spat out at the Pyramid, or the Fat Fairy entrance, which would really suck. We find Sahasrahla on McMonkey's side, and we learn the Green Pendant is Desert Palace, and then we find Spec Top over at the Lake Hylia shop on Homemade Beer's side.
Which is a connector, although it is one way.
Yes.
And there's Mini Molder Cave, a great find early on, but no weapon to take advantage of it. And we're checking the drop down here. It is the well. Now, the drop downs play by a specific rule set here. With the exception of Skull Woods, those are all kept in one little spot. Any drop down is paired with its net represented connector, but so they're shuffled independent of each other. So, for example, we just saw the well there. That's going to be the drop down. Sanctuary is apparently underneath the Aghanim tree. That's actually going to be a little bit annoying because it means we're more likely going to find the key. There's the Smiths. And there's Dark World for Homemade Beer.
Unfortunately, he's stuck.
Yeah,
he was soft locked there, so he couldn't do anything.
So we'll be checking the walk-in entrance instead of the drop-down because one of these holes is going to be Ganon.
Yeah, and because we don't have the required things to beat him, such as 7 crystals, which we currently don't know any of them.
That's right, and we won't know them from a map check because that's something that Kisani does. We need to find the maps, or as we've done earlier, talk to Sahasrahla or the bomb vendor to get our map information for this. And if we find a map in the dungeon, we get a little P or C icon next to the left of our magic meter to let us know in that dungeon.
Magic Bat over at the Lost Woods hideout. So let's see here. So we actually, in terms of dropdowns, we actually want there's a useless fairy dropdown, which if you do a fake flipper, which I'm surprised actually neither of our runners did that. There's Swamp Palace. If you do a fake flipper start, we want that one to be at the pyramid because then it assures that nothing is locked by killing Agatu.
Library found in Kakariko Village, meanwhile, as was Eastern Palace. And on the library was a big key, but because of Zudowitz, we cannot pick that up just yet. But it's good. It's scouting information. Ooh. And there's the right half, or no, is that the left side of Kakariko? Oh, or Hyro Castle. There. Also, we did hit the map to Swan Palace, but unfortunately that entry was so quick, I did not get a chance to see if there was a pendant or a crystal icon on the map.
I didn't see that either. Maybe one of our trackers or maybe chat knows.
It was like maybe just a half a second. They can't do anything in Swamp House anyway, so there's really no point.
Yeah, we need to find. Not only do we need to find the dam, we also need flippers as well. Ooh, and there's TR Bridge.
And we found the Thieves Hideout drop down.
Ooh,
Hookshot found.
That is nice. That is very nice.
Alright, so we're gonna be seeing what else we do here. I kind of like
Ooh, fitting location.
the ice rod. Alright, yeah, not a bad spot for that.
I like to see the hook shot early, just because, well, in regular cross keys anyway, it's a nice mobility option, but hook shot's just also a nice ranged item to have.
Map of Skull Woods there. So now we have the map information. For in terms of the other things that Key Sanity does, small keys and big keys, they're pretty straightforward. If you pick up the key and it doesn't belong in the dungeon, actually, even if it does belong in the dungeon, you get told what dungeon it goes to.
Boring. That's the moon pearl in the tavern.
Really, Moon Pearl Cross keys actually could be kind of difficult because that just opens up your Dark World if you know where there's a connector, which Homemaker does.
I don't like seeing early moon pearl and cross keys because I like to bunny walk actually, and plus it's not as fun to just have moon pearl immediately.
You know what? Fair enough. And we see that. Oh, we found the bottom of Spectacle Rock Cave, it looks like. And
Yeah,
Thieves Town. So far, nothing there.
yeah, it was just a heart piece, which Beer should have already known this because he had went down because he checked it from Spec Top.
And there's a lamp. Alright.
No dark rooms today. Some nice money.
Now, we should also mention one other thing here, and that is, of course, the compasses in Key Sandy. Those aren't really that useful. It just gives you an item count for the dungeon. It's helpful for newer runners, especially if they don't know about a tracker for their maps and items. But other than that, it's not really that helpful in a race of this caliber.
There's Ice Palace over in the East Snitch House. Alright, Magic Back drop down. Uncle. And a compass, which we do not care about.
Nope. Ah, yes, and someone in chat is pointing out that it doesn't. The compasses do have a function in Randomizer, which is going to be next week, actually, in which they tell you what the boss is of the dungeon. I completely forgot about that, but for this mode, we don't have boss shovels, so that's not going to be a feature.
Yeah. I do want to point out that we found the entrance to Death Mountain in the Smith's house. So we do have mountain access pretty much immediately.
So far, we're just having both runners be thorough here, which to their credit, is actually a good thing here. Keeping track of that information is probably the most important thing they need to do. Not sure why McMonkey blew up the ranch.
Alright, now we're gonna check south. TR big chest, okay. We can do one thing in TR, I guess, and also, I guess, check TR left. Beer, meanwhile, is going to go through Death Mountain Ascent. And we find Ice Rock Cave on McMonkey's side. So, Beer is going to get a spawn point from saving the old man, which can be literally anywhere, and sometimes it can be a good spawn point, sometimes it can be bad.
What do you mean, Dark World?
He had no control over that. That sucks.
Well, he can take advantage of this and see where that old man's save and quit point is.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to go back up, but unless it's on the mountain, which it is. Oh wow, that's okay.
It's right side mountain.
Yeah, actually not bad. Now, one thing about the Old Man Cave is that it is actually a connector. There are two exits. So maybe the other side might give us something that we want. Maybe, like, I don't know. Oh, well, here's a connector.
Yep, the Elder's house, like I used just in my example earlier.
I don't know why Beer picked up those pots there.
Probably looking for a heart.
Alright, well, that's a dead connector. Well, not really. Pot and Meyer are the 5-6.
Xavier is secretly releasing all his chicken friends.
Ooh. Paradox Cave.
Very powerful item dense region here. 7 items. Out connector. And on top of that, also a shop location too, so to buy more bombs. So this is a really good one to know.
Yep. Beer's going to check Mini Moldorm Cave. And McMonkey's going to loot the rest of Paradox.
Art piece, 20 rupees. Compass, meanwhile, for Swamp Palace. The map to Ice Palace, and a park container. Meanwhile, on McMonkey's side, Smokey against Tower, 1 of 4. Heart piece. The Flippers, 20 rupees. And a bottle. And he does know where Sick Kid is. Homemade Beer did not get the chance to check that. So overall, I'd say
he got slot zeroed.
I don't know.
Where was Sick Kid again?
Sick Kid was, unfortunately for Homemade Beer, in the old man's entryway. So he died literally right outside the Sick Kid's home.
Okay, looks like we're not gonna check either entrance of Paradox. Mimic Cave, can't do anything because we don't have a hammer.
I like what McMonkey's doing here. He's prioritizing checking the other entrances here before he goes who knows where. Because this is a very information-heavy location. And one of those 2 exits of Paradox could very well be a one-way trip. There is the right-hand exit of Desert Palace. That is a drop-down and nothing else. But they could also be plop them out outside the Pyramid Ferry hole, which will be sealed, and thus they can't return. So overall, I do like McMonkey's decision here to at least check these entrances before he tries checking exits.
We're getting some blast core on my beer side. Oh, McMonkey, please. Okay, good. that Tektite was in very close proximity. It's like, I'm assuming that McMonkey was probably trying to take some notes. This is a pretty intensive mode, so taking notes whenever you find a connector is always helpful.
This archery game is actually good and inverted, but let's see what we do here. McMonkey's used to get a little bit extra money. So, as soon as the game starts, if you line up your shot with that second farthest from the right curtain, you can pretty much guarantee the X64. But if you're a crazy person and can snipe all 5 of the same target at once, you get times 99 instead of the times 64. Quick match right there. I don't think Beer had any maps of the light world.
No. Pyramid Berry, bombs, and a glove. Ooh. Glove is nice. We just need a hammer for regular Dark World access. And now, for the sake of chat, we actually want the hammer to be in a very bad spot because regular Dark World access this early is boring. Because I'm sure chat would love to be here for 2+ hours watching the chaos that is this mode.
Oh, on top of the Dark Death mounted.
That's something to keep in mind.
And you say that as soon as McMonkey getting landmine there, unfortunately. I believe this is McMonkey's first check of the well. Yeah, it didn't have bombs before.
Beard, you didn't check the TR entrance requirement. Ooh, fire rod. That's really nice.
Smokey, a skull woods, and a shield found meanwhile from McMonkey.
Alright, we're gonna see what the other side of the old man connector is. Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, it's nice to know the information, anyway.
Red Ruby, Red Heart, and Red Mushroom. All from the back of the hospital's closet.
We find Skullwind and we learn it is a crystal.
Not much Beer can do here though without the fire rod.
That is not one of the keys we want. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it gets us the other check in Castle Tower if and when we find it.
Yeah, there are 2 items in Castle Tower if we can find it.
Now let's just hope we don't find a second Castle Tower Smokey.
Well, the odds of us needing to go down to... Yeah, actually no, there's no reason to go fight Aghanim 1 because the tree drop down is the Hyrule Castle basement and we can just go through Hyrule Castle because, as we can see by McMonkey, an entrance is known.
Yeah, but do we have access to the Dark World at all yet? Because I think they only... Oh, there's... That's... I didn't even see those boots. Because the only connector we've seen that takes us to Dark World... We saw one that takes us to the TR Bridge exit, and then one which takes us to the the Hammer Peg shop in Village of Outcasts.
There was one that also took us to the top of Floating Island. So if there's a connector that lets us go to Dark from there, then there is a way, but I don't think Homemade Beer checked any other entrances that he could have.
Yeah. Kind of just trying to figure out where we need to be heading at this point. Half Magic's pretty nice.
It really is, considering our combat is currently just the rods.
Yeah, that's basically the only weapons we have.
And we're going to at least see McMonkey attempt Dark Cross here. It does not have a second key. And that, of course, goes into the key logic here. So anything in the Zelda cell below was considered not in logic because of the key logic. And to give a basic idea for anyone who does not know what I'm talking about, there is a failsafe logic in place for the randomizer in terms of the key placement. And what that, all you need to really know is the keys are assumed that you use them all in the absolute worst way possible in terms of progression. Well, so Desert Palace is a prime example. So, if you just making it dark,
that's a big key that you want to have. But
yeah.
So yeah, basically the key logic. I don't like to say that it expects you to use your keys in the worst way possible. I prefer to say that the logic expects you to use your keys in any way possible. Because you can do literally anything with your keys. It's why the pod key logic is so scuffed, because the going to the back requires 4 keys on its own.
Yes, to account for the front door, the door that leads to the boss, the door that leads up to the vanilla big key, and then the door that actually opens up the back. Now, like I was saying here with the Desert Palace example, there is a small key in a pot in Desert Palace's backside.
Ooh, there's Ganon.
Yeah, Ganon's in the grave again. But yeah, if you take that one small key in the back of the desert and then use it to open up the front door, well, that's great, you get 2 more items, but now you need another small key to go fight like the Lambolas. So as a result, by the key logic, Desert Palace was considered locked behind both the big key and the small key, in addition to any other requirements that we need.
Okay, so Aga 2 not required because the fairy drop is at the pyramid, based on process of elimination.
Alright, so Aghanim 2 doesn't need to be fought, and that is a good thing in Cross Kings mode, because we play with fast Ganon here. So we don't need to fight Aghanim 2 at all for the goal, we just need to get the crystals.
Yes.
Dark Palace found, though. And there you can see the compass effect. It's just giving that little item count below the rupees and bombs.
Yeah. Fortunately, nothing more can we do there, so we're going to leave. And Beer's gonna get his fire rod now. Monkey going back into Paradox Cave.
I don't think he checked the exits, so...
Yeah, he did not. So this is new information for us.
And new information by extension for McMonkey, so let's see where this takes us.
So... Oh wait, we did see this. Yeah, we saw that on Beer's side, didn't we? I guess we didn't see Paradox lower.
Apparently not, but that is the glove. Alright, upward Dark Tuff Mountain here for McMonkey. Taking a momentary pause there, probably to just do some map information, because I would not be surprised our runners are writing stuff down as they go.
Yeah, there's many ways that you can take notes in entrance. Most common is using an entrance tracker. Some people do handwritten notes. Some people do spreadsheets. There's a lot of different ways.
Now, we did see bombos for Turtle Rock there, so if we need to enter that specific entrance, we do need that medallion. And, of course, the hammer as well.
Yeah.
But it could just be completely useless, or there might be connected exits from there that we don't necessarily need.
Yeah, which, based on the fact that the TR entrance in particular requires, let's see here, so requires access to the top of Death Mountain, it requires the mitts, it requires the hammer, and it requires a sword and a medallion. That's a lot of things just for one entrance. So more than likely, it's not going to be anything worth our time.
No, probably not. At the same time, though, I've seen worse from the randomizer. Randomizer can be meat at times.
Did Beer just hard reset?
I think he did. I'm not sure what happened with Homemade Beer, actually.
Neither am I. Oh yeah, it's coming a key. Makes sense.
Oh, yeah, he knows what was in the basement, so he's going to... Ah, yes, I see what he's doing here. So he just used the, he's going to key steal here, and instead of waiting for the Hyrule Small to show up, he's just going to go straight to Dark Cross and thus avoid Aghanim that way. Which, if this has the Hyrule Castle Small, is an amazing play, actually. And that means he just completely dodged Aghanim. Now, that being said, he might still have to go to Aga Tower to get an item for one of the two locations there. But this way, he will not have to fight Aghanim 1 to get to the back of Sanctuary here. Unfortunately, we're only taking a death to the Gibdos. Meanwhile,
That's not a key you want to see. I mean, we're basically gonna full clear everything, but we have to make skips at some point.
yeah, overall, I like this from Homemade Beer. Light World Shopping Mall, meanwhile, from McMonkey. Common name for this location.
Let's see what we get. Ooh, Ether Medallion, map to TR, and 20 rupees. There's Spike
I
Cave.
didn't.
Go ahead.
All that for sacrificing the half magic. Honestly, worth, I'd say.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Although we don't know, the only reason we would need Ether is if it's required for Mire.
I mean, just having a medallion in general can be helpful for clearing rooms, like maybe from style posts and other things like that.
Yeah, except we don't have a sword to actually be able to use them.
True. But of the 3 medallions, it is the fastest cast animation, so... Flipper's going over for both runners. Now, McMonkey did get enough money here thanks to the archery game to get the Zora item. Spike Cave found, meanwhile.
Yeah, we saw that on McMonkey's side not too long ago. So, thinking about what light roll entrances we have left. Well, okay, we're just gonna check one of them now, which is...
Oh wait, you did buy that big key. I already forgot. It's really hard to keep track of these runners when they're going all over the place because of the entrances.
Yeah.
Thankfully, that's why we have 2 trackers tonight. They're Retro J Esquire and Royale with Cheese, keeping us, keeping the information straight for us here.
Yeah.
Eastern Palace dip. And we know it's a crystal, thanks to our map information. So that leaves 3 more red crystals unaccounted for. Or 3 more normal crystals, sorry.
Yeah, so we, yeah, 3 more crystals left. And hopefully the crystal pendant layout is actually kind and not annoying. There's a pod key. Pod keys are always nice to have.
Yeah, ideally you want to have like 4 or 5. It really depends how comfortable you are with the technique.
Well, you can full clear pod on 4, but to do so would require a lot of using the mirror or death warping to be efficient. McMonkey doing a fake flipper setup, not realizing he has the flippers. Where was I?
Which is strange considering you just used the flippers to check Zora, so
Yeah.
maybe storing the water walk or something else? I don't know. Gonna check the mushroom at least.
Yeah. Pretty quick check. And he is also going to find pod here. Except he's probably going to use that key on the front door. Yeah, exactly. It's a fake flipper. Alright.
Another big key chest now for Eastern Palace, and it has for us just 10 arrows. Not saying ammunition in Eastern Palace, but there's just plenty in the pots already around here, so we don't need it in the chests.
Alright. So, where does this game want us to go? That is the question.
I don't know. But now I do have a question, actually. Can you actually hover with pseudo boots?
No, you can't water walk either.
Alright, they did count for that. Good.
Yeah,
good,
Bonta did a pretty good job at coding these.
5-6 crystal information for Homemade Beer. Now knows that Pod and Misery Mire are the 2 red crystals. So our information at this point should be equal across the board.
Sounds right to me. And you're gonna see West Dark Death Mountain, which this is new information. Ooh.
There's a map checker. There's a lot of information. Skull Woods, Turtle Rock, Swamp Palace, all red crystals.
I think you mean blue crystals.
Blue crystals. Yes, I did mean. Brain.
All right.
And I think I saw that Ice Palace is a crystal too, so we know where all our dungeon layouts are.
Yeah.
All the information. So Hera and Turtle Rock, by extension. Wait, Turtle Rock was a crystal.
Yes, so, TR is a crystal. So that would mean Thieves.
Thieves Town and Tower Hera are 2 pendants.
Hera you don't really like seeing as a pendant because we have Hera Pot, which makes killing Moldorm much faster.
Now, we did know that Easter was a crystal because we did, in fact, as a reminder, see it in the dungeon. So we got that little sea icon, as we see it now here on McMonkey's side.
Yeah. There's TR main, but we can't do anything because we don't have a cane.
Nope.
Race game with a big 20. We're not going to be getting that.
Well, maybe you decided it's time to do some work in Turtle Rock.
Yeah. Chain Chomps is in Logic with 0 small keys from this entrance.
We'll see what they got then.
That was not in Logic. That was in Logic if we had all the TR smalls. So it was unlikely it would be something of use, but it could have been.
Yeah, it could have.
Yeah. You can technically full clear TR with just a single small key if stars align correctly.
Let's see what the chain jumps got for us.
Nothing. So, thinking out loud, what do we have left at this point? Well, okay, we have that, but you can actually, the pseudo are just enough so that you can rail clip there, and we can now see TR left, which is, ooh, that's something you want to see though.
Right, the desert.
Desert main, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, this is really nice to see because there's 2 more connectors here, so we could potentially get to some more other information on where to go.
Small key to Mire.
We don't really need those, but they're good for convenience.
Yeah, having 1 is nice for routing, but we don't need any of the other 2. Ooh, wait. Wait, was that a bow on the torch? Nice.
Might have been, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately no super boost, no bonk. So McMonkey is nice. Maybe maybe this is what we're looking for. I don't tend to Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, yeah, Bo is locked by mirror. I don't tend to like the early ice dip personally, but it could work out. Like the hammer could be here, which would be terrible, but it could happen.
Wouldn't be the first time I've seen something like that in Ice Palace, to be fair. I think Home Viewer is still going to use this entrance to check Desert Palace right exit.
Yeah, he's gonna check Desert East. And no point in doing the bomb jump, because we can't clear Ice Palace anyway.
I am jamming out a bit to Home Viewer song. Oh!
There
Well,
we go. There's mainland Dark World access at Desert Right. Dark Lord.
although
Ooh,
it's not in Logic, actually, isn't it?
Um.
Because he did the rail
Yes,
clip.
it is. Yeah. Well, he got to it in an out of Logic way, but the entrance is in Logic.
Okay. Yeah, the that just can screw with my brain sometimes.
I mean, that is basically the point of this mode for us as commentators.
Pretty much. Now, we did find the dam there, which means now we do have access to Swamp Palace. Although we can't go too far in because we need the hammer for that first check.
Not only
I
that,
see.
we
Looks
need
like
a
it
small
didn't have
key.
much.
Not only that, we
Yep.
need the small key. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Meyer found
Liar.
though.
We can do a few things in Meyer.
We can indeed.
The question is, when are we gonna find a sword?
I would have laughed if McMonkey found that one right there and there.
I was gonna laugh too. All right, well, that's the end of Ice for McMonkey. Nothing of value, really. So it's a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, but when you're like you said, sometimes these half dives are what you need. There's the small key to desert. That does open up 2 items for homemade beer back in the front, but he's already dropped down, so he... Oh no, he can go back. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. Monkey taking a death. Second
Green
bottle
potion.
in the cutscene chest. I mean,
Yeah, with a green potion in it, though, so good
Yeah.
to have.
not gonna say no.
In fact, that might be very useful for homemade beer, considering he skipped out on the half magic. To make a Master Sword Silverless Ganon a little bit more viable for him with that half magic in his back pocket.
Yeah. However, the chances that we are going to find Silvers is actually pretty decent, considering just how much we usually have to full clear the game in entrance, especially in a mode like Cross Keys, where you're going to be double and triple dipping a lot of dungeons. Hopefully
Also
not
true.
triple dipping.
Yeah, while that is true, this is also a randomizer. I don't take any assure or thing for granted.
Yep. Rando can do stupid things.
It really can.
Okay, so nothing of value. Well, yeah, there was nothing of real value in Meyer.
Now, here's something we haven't done yet. I don't think we've gone to the back of the old man drop down. Or the old man's house. Curiosity shop entrance. Just a fortune teller. This is a place you don't normally see in the randomizer, but this is where you would go to buy the fire shield if you did not know about the Waterfall Fairies trade for it. The fighter shield. And it's expensive too. That's a 500 rupee shield.
It's just as much of a scam as Zora is. Yeah, Beer's gonna go back into desert. I mean, like, why not? You just got the desert small. You should just use it now.
I'm in agreement.
Art piece. And baking chest. Wow. Where does this game want us to go? Oh my god. I mean, it's gotta be Dark World, right? What haven't we checked in the Light World? Paradox Lower. Have we checked the entrance to Death Mountain Ascent?
I don't know. I don't think we've checked the... In terms of Light World locations, we have not seen where the old man and's back door goes, I don't think, either.
I believe we did. Alright, now, so Skullwoods, this was stated earlier, but, I'll look, oh, never mind, that's a mirror,
That solves everything, now we get our...
Yeah, that's great. So, Skullwoods is a pretty interesting edge case, in entrance. So, Skullwoods, because of how ridiculous, its entrances are, because it has 4 drop-downs, are all grouped with each other. So, these entrances will all be Skullwoods. Except for the one in the back. Which means there is a fire-locked entrance, but it doesn't matter, because we have the fire rod. And that key is guaranteed.
Yeah, it used to be that way for previous versions of the randomizer, but since that assuredness is only in, I think, cross keys now, I think.
I think it's in entrance in general, although I think in Dorando this is fixed.
I'd have to take your word for it because I haven't known to play that much entrance or door random for that matter. Let us go to Dark Palace. And we are seeing a bit of a deeper dive into Pod from before. The small key to Swamp is here.
Locked behind 6 pod smalls. And the GT big, which we haven't found a GT to use that in.
Wow, just a generic house at the end of Skullwoods. Love wanted to live cozy, apparently.
Okay, so Village of Outcasts. first, the potion shop, and there's Fairy Ascension, which is a two-way connector. We're gonna check that later.
Yeah, that's fair because that is a longer connector.
And we're not doing Village of Outcasts.
I mean, he knows where his boots are. I'm surprised. I'm not surprised that he's going in this direction. He's eventually going to be going to check it, but he's going to get Graveyard Ledge first, it seems.
Yeah, this does make sense. And welcome in our viewers from Skyscraper 44. Nice to have you all here. This is a Link to the Past Randomizer Invitational League Season 5 match between McMonkey and Homemade Beer.
And we just found Tower of Hera.
Tower of Hera is nice. Unfortunately, Tower of Hera is also a pendant.
And it had a big key to Desert Palace.
I was gonna laugh if that said a big key to this dungeon. But, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward, so we're just going to casually orphan the big chest, because why not? Because Herapot. And also, we can't actually kill Moldorm. I forgot about that step. We do, in fact, need a sword or a hammer.
Yeah, but let's give us a point here for at least checking the tie room here, because there could just be a weapon here. It's setting up perfectly here, so because he's technically on top of the tile blocks, he is considered invulnerable to all damage until he moves off of them. So he gets to take a nice little break here while he tries to snipe these tiles, which he does not need to kill. That said, these tiles come in waves of, I think, 22.
Yeah.
And they do a whole heart each, so...
Alright,
doing this just ensures safety.
Ooh, okay, so new information. So Paradox Lower leads to Hype Cave. Which is some pretty nice mainland access. Although, slightly limited. Big Monkey, please.
Now, we did see that the tile room did in fact lead to a small key to Turtle Rock, which could be required.
I mean, one is definitely required.
Yeah, but depending on how many others are out there, we could have potentially skipped that one, is more my point.
Yeah. Dark World Potion Shop is Hookshot Cave. That's pretty nice to get this early. Meyer Big Key. Fortunately, no cane to actually complete Meyer. And there's a sword.
Finally, a weapon.
Yay. Yes, I too love my casual sword at 52 minutes and 10 seconds.
Somebody has a small key to Skull Woods.
Okay, looks like we're gonna check Spiral Cave and Mimic Cave, which are made significantly easier to check, having found TR Bridge. That's funny. Found both sides of Super Bunny Cave on both screens.
Now, where's Super Bunny Cave's items? Okay, the
Small?
GT and the cape.
Cape is nice, although we don't know what leads to Bumper Cave yet.
True, but it does also give us an invincibility item to put Spike Cave into logic once we get our hammer, of course.
Yes. And it will be in logic because we have a magic extension, that being a bottle or half magic. Mirror was not found too long ago. Was found in the main portion of Skullwoods.
Yes, I believe it was in the map chest specifically of Skullwoods.
That sounds right to me. The only dungeon item chest that I can remember from Skullwoods and Vanilla is the compass chest.
The key to Mire, purely a luxury at this point. We already have more than enough small keys.
Yeah. The Mire small keys really just are only for logical purposes. We don't need all of them. And there's the cane. Okay.
And I think we're missing just the hammer and potentially access to the Mire region, be it through a connector or the flute, potentially.
It's also possible we actually won't need the Mire area at all.
Also true. But I don't think we found the back... Oh no, we did find the back to Skull Woods.
Yeah, we did find Skullwind.
Actually,
yeah,
no, we're fine. We found all the dungeons at this point. The only thing we possibly need
except
for
for
is
GT and CT.
Yeah. So keys were still a ways off. Dungeon information, we know where everything is and what everything is. As we check Dark Shopping Mall here. And in terms of actual items, we know where a bow is. We do not know where the hammer is. And we need another sword.
Yeah. So McMonkey actually was unfortunately not able to get these boots that Beer has because he does not have the mirror from Skull.
So we do have a question in chat regarding the pseudo boots. Once again, as a reminder, folks, pseudo boots is a weaker version of boots. You can't do any of the tricks associated with having normal boots. And in addition to that, you can't do any item checks with pseudo boots that you can do that require the boots. So we do still need them because one of our bows, as we know, is on the torch in Desert Palace. So we do need the boots to get that one.
Yeah.
The other bow is still MIA.
Yeah, so basically, pseudo boots is only the dashing mechanic. You can't do anything else with them. You cannot even hover, you can't even water walk.
And I believe you said earlier that the Blanc distance is reduced too. There's the back of Desert.
Yes. So you can't, like, bonk across the gap in Hookshot Cave.
But yeah, now with the boots, real boots in hand, Homemade Beer picks up the bow.
You can also pick up that big key that's on the library.
Which we may need.
Hey, there's another big key.
Easter Palace, we did need that one.
That is something we do need, in fact.
So yeah, in terms of items now, we just need to have information where the hammer is and another sword. Of course, we're still missing a handful of keys, one way or the other. I believe we're still missing... TR Big Key and a couple smalls. That's what we're missing.
Yeah, TR Big. We're missing TR Big. Homemade Beer needs the Swamp Small. McMonkey needs the EP Big. As well as the Mire Big.
So yeah, we're still a few items away from Goma, but we're getting close. Here's Graveyard Ledge interior. And I believe this is our first look at the Pyramid Ledge itself here on McMonkey's side. So let's see what we got here.
Yeah. Could be something. Meanwhile, Thieves Town. And there's another sword.
and the actual hype cave, in which we're going to find magic powder. And the other 4 items are a big key to Tower Hera. That was what we wanted to see that one. Our container. A third sword.
Oh boy. Yeah, so Master Sword Silverless is becoming more and more unlikely.
It is, but we still have a few more items left to check. And of course, we still have the hammer MIA. And here we go with the upgrade fairy, and we're just gonna go ahead and buy just one of each. Not really a bad idea. Gives them more bombs to work with in case of like a vitreous fight or something.
Here's Master Sword for McMonkey. And sub 1 hour, we're finally clearing a crystal.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, we've got plenty of items here. The only thing we don't have is the Canis of Maria and the hammer for homemade beer.
Yeah.
So making the transition to dungeon clearing mode is... I think this is actually an okay time to start doing it. Because you've done enough exploration in the overworld, which you really want to focus on early on, but now that you know what your routing is where everything, or all the dungeons are, it's time to start clearing some of these dungeons and hopefully find some more progression on the way. And Homemaker did find a second TR small here in the big chest of Eastern Palace. That will be helpful to him if he can just go to Laser Bridge directly, which we know is available play. But we lack the big key to make it happen. And we do know the Canis of Maria is out there, but he also has not picked that up yet.
Alright, now Armos for homemade beer. Getting the quick kill. Pretty straightforward.
Looks good to me. Small key on the boss to turn a rock. The third one!
First blood at 101.30 for homemade beer.
Meanwhile, McMonkey is going into Mystery Mire to clean this dungeon up.
Yeah. Just full clear it, and you can kill Vitreous too. Big key on the library, what is it? It's not a big key we want to see.
Yeah.
So that's one of the useless big keys because that only locks the big chest of Swamp. It doesn't actually lock anything else.
Yeah, like the other useless big key is the one to Skull Woods, which likewise only locks the big chest and nothing else. That said, there are a couple items that those lock, and they could be progression. And of course, there are also some other big keys that we consider quote-unquote useless, but they are logically required for progression. Those, of course, would be the Ice Palace and Tower Hera big keys. Because we know ways to get around their big key doors.
Yeah, because we got Ice Palace Bomb Jump and Icebreaker for Ice Palace, and we have Hera Pot for Hera. I'm gonna check the race game left entrance. Chess game. Vanilla piece of heart. Ooh,
Another big key to
skull.
Skull Woods.
Oh my god. There's the other useless big key. That's actually useless.
Pay no attention to the chicken digging, by the way. Sprite might be a little too short.
Cave 45 entrance. There's CT. We can get both of the items in here.
And then immediately and promptly leave, because there's no point in climbing the tower.
Yeah, because beer sequence broke.
Well, even that, we know there's nothing major behind it.
Yeah, well, ether, for one. It could be important.
Could be.
And a map, which we do not need.
No, at this point we already know all the map information.
Small key from Stumpy to Skull. That's the all three Skull spells. Hey, Moths and Logic! Although we don't care about the logic because we can just do it with one. Vitreous
Actually, I think the
Rick
back
Monkey.
of Skull would... Oh, no, you need one, don't you?
Yeah.
Now, McMonkey does know where all the dungeons are. He does have his pendant information, so he knows it's Crystal for Swamp Palace at this point.
Yeah. Homemade beer is gonna come upon soon. Now, Monkey, no bow, so we're gonna have to use spins or slashes to get through this. Wait, beer meanwhile. Gonna go ahead and clear out Skull.
Makes sense to me.
Down goes Vitreous for McMonkey. First crystal at 106.40. Oh wait, Homemade Beer almost got 1.0.
Second crystal, meanwhile, for Homemade Beer coming up here shortly. Playing it a bit safe here.
Nicely done. For another key to TR.
That is the fourth and final one for Homemade Beer. Alright, so Homemade Beer is eventually going to find that Cane of Samaria. We are still hammerless, though, at an hour and 10 minutes into the siege, roughly.
I mean, late hammer isn't unusual, but it's definitely not something that you want to be your go mode.
I'm just getting so distracted by this music. It's so good. Not gonna lie.
Eh.
And found for McMonkey.
That is true. At least it's not Go mode. If it Go mode hammer and a swordless seed would be awful. I bet that's happened at least once.
Probably happened sometime last week with our swordless settings. But there's the Key to Samaria for homemade beer. And in terms of Go mode, I think Beer does not know where Ice Palace is. He knows it's a crystal, but does not know where it is. Needs the hammer.
Wasn't Ice Palace in CAC?
I don't remember.
I think it was, yeah, so Beer had to have seen Ice.
Alright, well, he still needs to find the hammer at this point and the Swamp Small before he is in potential Go mode here.
Royal is confirming that Beer has in fact seen Ice.
Again, it's hard to keep track of all the entrances jumbled up.
Yeah, I think it's hard for these runners. It's even harder for us commentators because we don't get to stop and think.
Hey, remember when I said that there's that one useless entrance in the
Yeah,
there it is.
You found it. So that cape is not even logically useful at all, except for maybe Spike Cave.
Which will... At this point, it could only have extra small keys, I think.
Yeah,
Or
Spike
something
Cave
else.
is... Yeah, we can safely ignore Spike Cave. Clear Desert as well. It's Green Pendant, and so yeah, we get an extra item from this. And maybe this is where our hammer is.
Maybe? I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
I mean, Frosky's can do some pretty stupid things. Hammer can just be in GT, which we haven't seen yet.
Alright. This is our first look at the Land Molas. Fire should make this pretty short fight. Not quite a one cycle there, just got a short dive. Good follow-up, though.
Then there's the fourth sword. Okay, so we've seen all four of our swords.
Yeah, this is going to be a really great combat advantage for homemade beer.
And the even nicer thing is that after Beer does this, Zaha is actually not that far away.
No, he's just in the Hyrule Castle's main entrance, so...
Yes.
There's Heike there. We do have powder as well, I realized, so we could check magic that. Storyteller Cave for Light World Eastern Palace.
Monkey also buying a bomb and arrow extension.
Makes some sense.
Alright. You're gonna check Pyramid Ledge for us? left.
I mean, if he does, he's gonna get gold sword. So
Yeah, which makes Ganon free. I mean, it's already pretty free with Tempered.
Now, here's something that Homie Veer can do that McMonkey could not. He can mirror onto the Hyrule Castle balcony.
Yes, which is 3 entrances. Alright, green pendant turn in for beer.
Magic powder turn in. Compass for green pendant. And magic powder. Just our container. Now, what are we missing in terms of like high value interiors?
Let me think here.
I think we haven't seen Blind's Hideout in the light.
Yes, we have not seen Blind's Hut. That's like the major one. I knew I was forgetting something.
There's the chicken house. Small key to Dark Palace. We do need a little. That does put Homie Veer at the minimum key requirement there.
Did Beer open the front door?
I don't remember.
Because if he didn't open the front door, then he can clear Pod on 4.
Agina.
Okay, yeah, Beer had no keys on his first dip of Pod, yeah, so he's going to be able to full clear on 4.
But nothing up here on the balcony.
Yeah. The thing about Forky Pod is that it's a lot of mirroring, but I mean, if it does save you having to get another small key.
What should turn in here for Homemade Beer, it looks like.
Yeah. Still haven't found the potion shop, so we don't actually know if this mushroom holds anything of value.
No, but here we go with Pod, and he's going to use that front door key.
Alright, so he's going to need another one to full clear, but he's probably just going to leave behind the vanilla big key chest.
Or do the hammer jump.
Yes.
Oh, no, wait, no, you said vanilla big key chest. I got that confused with the big chest. I sometimes do that.
Okay, so Olak side, 10 arrows, and arena chest, just a compass. Where in the world is this hammer?
That is a really good question.
Yeah, is it just gonna be? Wait,
If it's in frontside swamp, I'm gonna just. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, if it is in map chest of swamp, I'm going to laugh.
Well, not just the map chest of swamp. It could just be in the small key chest of swamp. Alright, what do we got here? 20 rupees and small key. We got the tower.
The other CT small key, which is inconsequential. Although I guess McMonkey already had that.
Yeah, I think he's done as much as he can. Hey, never punished. He can do the full clear now. We got a question in chat. Easter Pass Big Key was in the Big Key chest of Desert.
Yeah, it was in the Desert Big Chest, I think, actually.
There's small, and the GT Big Key. Now we haven't checked Kings 2 or Bonkers now that I think about it.
Which we're going to do those now. Meyer Shed.
Oh,
at
that's
King's
two
2.
items.
Small key to GT. Big key to Thieves.
That does open up a few more items.
Yeah. We haven't seen GT yet. If we go this entire seed without finding GT, I will be amazed.
It's probably in the Bonk Rocks. Vanilla map to Hera.
Fitting.
Oh, but but McMonkey only just now find the Big Key to Desert.
Yeah, GT could just be, it could just be locked behind 7 crystals, which would be really funny. You can beat GT as long as you have all the necessary things to beat it. You don't need 7 crystals, depending on where it is.
Nope.
Because GT is not necessarily going to be at GT. It could be at Bonk Rocks. It could be at the Fat Fairy. It could be literally anywhere.
Could even be in Misery Meyer's entrance, which we haven't even been to the Meyer region.
Yeah, the goal is to kill Ganon, however, we're on fast Ganon, so we do not have to defeat Aga 2. Which for Crosskeys is nice because having to beat Aga 2 every single time when the drop down at the pyramid is not Ganon is annoying.
Yeah, in a standard randomizer rule set, it is defeat Ganon, which is defeat all the 7 crystals, and then go up the GT to make him vulnerable. We're playing with a fast Ganon rule set because he may not be behind GT anymore. So, it doesn't make a lot of sense to have him also required to fight Aghanim 2. That just adds an extra 5 minutes. Time for Meyer here for homemade beer. A lot better armed than when McMonkey is, so...
Yeah, that gold sword is going to make things pretty easy.
What's he? Oh!
Interesting.
I guess the pause button there was given time to set up. Potion Shop found, meanwhile. It's only 3 bumps of that mushroom.
Does that actually save time?
The hover? Probably. Prevents you from going around. And that was at Bonk Rocks there for the Potion Shop, so not too far away from a save warp quit point, so pretty convenient spot, all things considering, for that.
Looks like you're just gonna set up spooky.
And McMonkey now into Desert will be getting his bow.
Coming up is Vitreous for homemade beer. Not quite going to be a blink and you miss it fight, but it's going to be pretty fast.
Yeah, I should do 3 dashes to drive by and kill all these Pokies, and then 8 arrows to finish off Vitreous.
Mm-hmm. Easy as that. Yeah,
Golzor does a lot of damage, and Vitreous is one of the tankiest bosses in this game.
Yeah, I see why you don't get that in vanilla.
I mean, the Silver Arrow is 2-shot Vitreous, so yeah, I can definitely see why. Alright, McMonkey's in catcher mode at this point, now with the Eastern Big Key and the bow in hand. And I think this is a Skullwoods Big Key check.
Yep. Checks out to me.
Okay, I know Swamp House is nearby. I wouldn't be surprised if he mirrors and goes to it.
Yeah, neither would I. Can't remember if we've actually checked this. I know Beer saw this entrance, but I don't know if we actually saw where it led to.
I don't think we know either. Oh, the desert ledge. I don't think we've been up here.
No, we have not. So that's an entrance that we can get. Unfortunately, it's a useless entrance.
McMonkey gotta pull the trigger and check TR here. Still no Big Key in sight.
Yeah. Big Key can be in the Crystal Roll room, though.
True.
I have seen it there before. Just a big 20, though. Looks like we're gonna get the Hera entrance for homemade beer. There's
Oh,
GT.
here we go. GT, huge amount of items here.
It's kind of funny that GT's at Hera.
We get full clear this. The hammer could just be in here. Let's go.
Well, we can't full clear it.
Right, because we need the hammer to go left side. I almost forgot about that.
Yep, we can go right, though. That's not something you want to see. Although, I guess, Book is
yeah, you can check
not
the
bad.
ether
Yeah,
tablet
just
right
check
away.
Ether Tablet right now. Yeah.
Now, if that was later in the dungeon, that would be a little bit more annoying, but
Yeah.
right now, that's perfectly
Right now,
reasonable.
no. Yeah, why not? Art piece.
Oh, that's why not.
Alright, back in we go.
Tyrum? Tyrum,
Yep.
looks like.
And we're taking advantage of a certain aspect of the cape. If you are actually using the cape and you per se to hold something, your magic doesn't drain.
Nope.
Bug net. One item that isn't on this tracker.
That's unfortunate, but it's one of those things that you should look for, I guess. I mean, hopefully your is playing as a chicken. Maybe he can use it to catch himself some dinner.
Alright. Right, 4 chests. Heart container. Small key to pod. That's the 6. There's the hammer!
That's the hammer!
Wow. So yeah, we can full clear GT. That is a terrible hammer location, I might add.
I believe that's also the 6th and final pod small key for homemade beer.
Yeah, that seems right.
So... TR big key, and we are in go mode. It's a big key hunt, but not the normal big key hunt we're doing here in Gadden's Tower.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that TR big key can be anywhere.
I mean, we still got 20 more items left to go here in GT, and one of them could just... It could just be in the GT big chest, as we're going to check it right now.
Just a map.
Map the Dark Palace, which we already knew is a crystal.
Yeah. Ice is in CAC. And it is true, yeah, we could possibly need, like, we could need mitts, possibly.
Mitts, we could potentially need...
But that's a big if.
Yeah, at this point, we only need... mitts or anything like that to chest check item interior entrances. We know where all the dungeons are at this point. And we don't need any more navigation items except for maybe the flute to go hunt down that TR big key.
Alright.
Ice Narmos, 5 rupees, a map, to Gadden's Tower,
Nothing.
and 20 bucks. Gonna
Let's
go
go
left
left.
side. And here's the thing, the TR Big Key could just be in Swamp Palace. We now can full clear that too.
Yeah, that is also another option.
So if he doesn't find it here, there's no doubt in my mind Homeavier doesn't just go to Swamp and full clears that. There's the flute!
Alright. Yeah, but we would really like some mitts to be able to complement that flute.
I mean, the fast arrow in general might be helpful.
Yeah. I mean, it saves a lot of time. Shovel. That's his logic.
Check you can do on the way to getting the flute online. Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
They'll become in Rando Room, which is the last 4 checks rather here. We have a 5th one here as well on the Firebar Ridge. McMonkey, meanwhile, is routing South Dark World here.
Alright, Rando Room. Last 4 checks in the GT basement. Although, if we don't find it here, are we going to climb GT?
Inferna, 10 arrows.
Alright. Are we climbing GT? Beer says no.
Honestly, I can appreciate this play. It'd be faster to go to Swamp House and full clear that over going up the tower.
I agree.
And Mimic Cave's here too, so we're gonna check that. Top half of GT teaming check. There's the Bombos Medallion. We can now check the Turtle Rock entrance.
No, we can't.
Oh, right. No, you're correct. I'm sorry. I forgot we needed the...
We need mitts.
Yeah, we need the mitts. Jump the gun there a bit. Entrance! It's just your brain.
It's easy to think you have access to certain things.
Double check meanwhile. This could be our mitts.
Yeah. Shovel dash. Like the swag. Another small key. Meyer.
Third one to Meyer.
TR big on ped. Oh god. Please do not let this be a ped seed. There's been zero indication that this has been a ped seed this entire time, and certainly would suck to find out it is one now.
Well, we need the small key to Thieves Town to show up first and foremost.
Yes. Regardless, that's just logic.
And we have the book, so we can just check the pen at this point.
Yeah.
Whether or not Homeavier is going to do that, I don't blame him if he doesn't.
Yeah, just going to ped just for the sake of checking it, that's a decent chunk of time sunk. It's not going to be like super major, but that's time spent doing basically nothing. No checks, no anything.
Yeah, meanwhile, we're seeing McMonkey going into the back of Thieves Town now. Another viable location for that TR Big Key to be. And that's all we are looking for at this point. We don't have any of those keys for Ice Palace, but honestly, with our runner's skill, they most definitely know Icebreaker, so they don't care about the Big Key. I would not be surprised if Homeavier is going to go into the swamp.
Oh, absolutely, he's going to go in the swamp. Might go into ice too, actually.
Now, to the credit of Pedestal, it is fairly common for on a key standing seed for Pedestal to be much more valuable because they can just have a required small key there.
Yeah, but there isn't really. I don't think there's a small key that we need. So, in terms of small keys, Pet is dead in that regard. The only thing that Pet could have that is worth of any significant value is the TR Big.
Yeah. I'm just saying that it's more common in key standing in general for Pet to be required.
Yeah. Logically, at least. For Pet to be hard required...
Oh, wait a minute, there it is! Oh,
No.
we got baited! We got baited there. Thinking ice found.
Well, I mean, that's not a big key you're gonna necessarily say no to. Because, I mean, it's one less thing you're gonna orphan.
And we are gonna see... Well, maybe we'll go finish off Pod here. This does turn on the Pyramid Fairy, so there will be another location to check. So far, pretty clean fight here from Blind.
Nicely done.
And on Blind, we have 10 arrows.
Protect Monkey's second pendant.
Oh, wait a minute. Does Monkey think he might be just petting go for the blind pull?
I doubt it. That's such a far-fetched play, but that's a gamble where if you do that, you're just like, well, if it's not pet, then I guess I just lose.
Well, here's the front of Swamp Palace. He is definitely getting desperate here.
Fire Shield, that's our first shield upgrade. So this is the only chest that Monkey can actually check. After that, he's forced out. There's Quake. Okay, so we've seen all 3 medallions.
The only menu item we haven't seen the track is the silver arrows. Actually, I also just realized our runners are still on green mail this entire time.
Yeah.
No armor at all this seed.
Yeah, usually you'd have found a mail upgrade by this point. So it's kind of surprising that we haven't seen one of them. Oh no, McMonkey. Oh no.
Yeah, McMonkey has not seen the Hyrule Castle Small, so he might think there's something behind Aghanim. And to his credit, there is something there, but we know it's nothing major. It's just Ether.
Yeah. Which the only way Ether would serve any significance if it's the Mire entrance and Mire hides the TR Big. Oh, we're actually getting a pet check.
Alright, moment of truth.
Alright. And... Nah.
It's the third shield, so...
Yeah,
I don't think anyone's gonna go on to get that.
Nah, we don't care.
Alright, so it's not a pet seed. Is it just Swamp then? I think it has to be. Unless we find the talisman in there.
Yeah. Well, there is a... We haven't seen Ice Big Chest, have we? So it could be in there, actually. Well, no, it can be... Yeah, no, TR Big can just be literally anywhere except for Trinix in the TR Big Chest. So, yeah. Basically, all bets are off. Lumberjack is blocking nothing. aside from ether, which is the back of escape.
Yeah, it's our sanctuary starting point is the lumberjack area, so the drop down leads to the back of escape. And we have not seen the Hyrule Castle small key to just go through Dark Cross. Now, Beer decided to key steal and just sequence break, and got the ether in exchange for the half magic, which at this point has been honestly a pretty good deal. And there's Aghanim one down. I forgot about the portal, though.
Yeah, that is something that you do need to kind of remember.
Any questions, chat, about what the MSU is? I believe we've been told that this is the Blast Course MSU from Homemade Beer side. And honestly, I haven't heard this before, and I can understand why it's so catchy. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of great MSUs out there. But it's all possible because of community members who make them.
Let's say swamp, 20 rupees. And another red. And GT is up in here and has our hammer, so McMonkey has to get up there at some point. Now chest, only 10 arrows.
Alright, big chest, map, heading to the back.
Alright, diver down coming up.
Ooh. Container. There's our mail upgrade. Well, one of them anyway.
And instead of a Koku, we have apparently Kojiro.
Down goes Moth for McMonkey.
Alright. It may just be Ice Palace at this point.
Yeah, we're kind of... Well, GT Climb also could have it.
Alright. Here we go. Oh, not quite getting the one cycle there, but good cleanup.
Silvers!
Silvers!
Yeah, so we're not gonna have to worry about silverless at all this seed.
No, Ganon is now super free at this point.
Yeah. I mean, Gold Sword already made it free. And yeah, this is, yeah, it's 4 silvers. Here's ice.
Yeah, this is a logical leap here. So I don't think... Yeah, Homemaker has not been here at all, so very good chance with all the items he has at his disposal that he can just find the TR Big Key here.
Yeah, however, McMonkey was in here earlier, and he checked everything except for the big chest and the boss. And Beer does not have the big key.
I don't... Did McMonkey do Icebreaker?
No. Oh, yeah, actually, that's right. Yeah, no. Okay, so he didn't check that stuff over there on the, on right. That's right.
Yeah, I believe at the time he didn't have... But
yes.
McMonkey has now found GT, so we'll be getting the hammer and the flute eventually.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think, Thieves Town is the last thing that is on Beer's mind.
Alright, good Icebreaker, 20 rupees. Yeah, he didn't have the hammer at the time to check the chests over here, so... Yeah.
I sometimes forget that you need the hammer for those. Because we're just so used to doing Icebreaker.
I do think he at least came this far.
Yeah, he did get that chest.
We're having a little bit of trouble getting the blocking position.
Alright, so McMonkey's gonna find the hammer here. He's probably gonna feel a little bad about it. Because he was pretty late to this. Like, 151.10, that's a pretty late hammer.
Yeah. Still no sign of the TR Big, which will put us in go mode, so... It's gotta be here in the Ice Palace, otherwise it's at the top of GT. Well, we might see McMonkey taking the risk and going up that high. There's some use of the Ether Medallion that'll insta-kill these Stalfos.
It's gonna be Ice Big Chest, I just know it. It's so gonna be the Ice Big Chest. I don't want it to be, but it will be. Knowing how this seed has gone.
I wouldn't be surprised at this top of GT.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we go with the Cold Stare fight. I almost said Vitreous. Nice corner trap. Well done.
Very good. Heart piece.
So yeah, not many locations left to check.
Yeah, this is kind of where it's kind of like your decisions. Now you are like, well, what terrible thing do I want to do now? Because all the good things are gone. You don't have Mitzbeer. We can check this entrance.
Yeah, now he does have access to the flute, which means that if he does want to do GT Ascent, it is a relatively quick return trip, because you can just go straight to the left side of the mountain, and then just do the normal way to get up to there.
That is true. Just a useless shop.
The most well-guarded shop in Hyrule.
That would probably be a GT, though, wouldn't it?
Well, that's what the Curiosity Shop is, and I actually don't know.
Yeah. We have no mitts, so we can't do blacksmith. Oh my god, I completely forgot about Spike Cave. Yeah, this has been on their minds for a pretty long time.
Is it the right call, though?
No.
No, it is not.
Alright, save and quit. Where are we going now, Beer?
Boots up.
Going to CAC.
These down.
Yeah. He's gonna get that ice big key. He's probably gonna be conflicted.
At this point, if he does check it, it's most likely going to be a last location for both runners because Smoke Monkey just left the top of GT alone as well.
Yeah.
Now, what's really going to be annoying is if it's not the GT Ascent, and both runners are just abandoning it here in Thieves Town in the big chest.
That's horrible. That's
well,
okay. All right, hang on. We need to talk. That's even more bad than even the ice big chest.
It really is, yeah. Especially because we have yet to see that small key to Thieves Town at all.
Yeah. Although it could just lock. The best case scenario is it's locking itself.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. Yeah.
At the same time, it's also equally bad because that chest will weigh on your mind the entire time until you're in go.
I do think that Homemade Beer's route here is once he finishes up Thieves Town, he's just gonna nope out, check the Ice Palace big chest, and if he still doesn't have the TR big, which we don't know that yet, he's just gonna make the ascent. Because I can't think of any other entrance that we have available to us right now that would be available.
Something tells me that with the way that it's turning out, the TR big key is not going to be the thing we're getting next.
No.
We're getting mitts next.
Will not be surprised. There's also, of course, the fact that we still haven't checked the Bombos tablet, which could also have something.
Yes, that is true. Hammer Pegs is mitts locked.
Yes, and also Hammer Pegs may not necessarily lead to anything of importance, because I believe we still have one empty house still out there, as well as the innkeeper's house.
Yeah, we haven't seen Blind Set.
Oh yeah, we still don't have that yet either. A high value house.
Unless there's just some entrance that neither runner has checked yet that I'm unaware of.
I don't think there is, because I would have remembered it too.
Oh my god. Leave Smokey and Ice Big Chest, please no. That's terrible.
I'm honestly expecting nothing in the Ice Palace big chest.
Yeah.
And whatever we're missing is at the top of GT.
Yeah.
But I'd be
pleasantly
surprised if I was wrong.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna go right back in for Ice Big Chest because this is the closest he's ever gonna be to that.
Yeah, no, I'm in agreement with this too. Just get it done and out of the way. You're here, you have the key, just get it done.
Because, yeah, I think we just have to be getting... We're gonna get mitts next because at this point, we are steadily running out of checks. So we need major progression. Because we have this that what Beer is doing, and McMonkey is also trailing just behind.
Yeah, I think both runners have realized this. Although, it should be noted that McMonkey still hasn't done Hot or Ice Pal's boss, so
Yes.
he's still a fair bit behind here. But here we go. Ice Palace, Big Chest. It is only a compass!
Oh my god.
So it's either GT Ascent or it's Bombo's tablet.
Okay. What are we doing first?
We're
Checking GT first. Yeah, density.
Yeah, density. I agree with this.
Alright. Let's do the climb.
Alright. Bit of an auto-scroller here. Gauntlet of thing, but we're at 18 hearts blue mail. We are gonna be fine.
Yeah. To be fair, this is typical cross keys. You're gonna be well suited up near the end of the seed.
I think it's the most help I've seen in any one of the races I've commentated thus far in the league.
Right. Cold stare for McMonkey.
Good corner trap, good corner control, and that is a clean tempered fight.
Yeah, that was very clean. A little bit of trouble in that room there, but got through just fine.
Ammo 2 is going to fall pretty quickly. 1 cycle's here.
Nicely done.
Pretty textbook kill there. Beautiful wizard of rooms. Again, a very textbook amount of execution.
Yeah. Like these runners are not in the Invitational. Like they are in the Invitational because they have god tier execution.
It's the last source here, but here we go, folks. The last 4 items.
Our piece. Mitts.
Oh.
All right. Well, I knew we were gonna find them. I knew this was gonna be it.
But there's still hope. One of these could just be the turnaround big key. Compass to Ice Palace. Okay, Lambo 2, I know we've hit our nerves in the past, but please, for those understanding, you have the turnaround big key in your chest.
Yep. All right. What do we got? Nah.
Arrows. Nope.
All right. Yeah. So mitts were our progression, as expected.
Now, here's the thing. We still have the Bombo tablet.
Yeah, that's true. It could be that. but we have more pressing matters, like check Meyer, because oh boy, that's like 4 entrances that we now have access to.
It looks like it was Bombos for entering Mr. Meyer, not that it matters.
Oncrox. Art piece.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you here, Jaxie. I want these Titans to be bait and it's just being on the Bombos tablet.
That would be funny. That would actually be really funny. I personally feel like you get mitts here. You play your heart in the cards and just go to Meyer.
Wow! Our Adventure Curiosity Shop. There it is, guarded by a rainstorm. And there's the inn.
Alright, now Meyer hint. That's the
house.
Treacle house. Alright, checkerboard cave. Alright, this is like the last entrance, so if there's nothing in here, then this is all useless. Wow. So that was just a giant bait. Alright.
Well,
we have the TR entrance too.
And we also have, as we're seeing here, this, and we also have the Ice Palace entrance as well.
Yeah. Like, Mitts do a lot. Like, Mitts basically gives us the rest of the game.
Yeah, in terms of overall, this last one. Super bomb.
I forgot about this. Yeah, big bomb.
We have not come out of that entrance, so this could be important too. And it did require the flute. If this is the TR big key, then that is a huge advantage in McMonkey's favor, actually.
Very. I completely forgot about this. Still no TR big, but I mean Smith's house is right here. What do we got?
And Smith gives a small key
to ice. We knew that was going to be useful anyway.
And there is a Great Fairy, but it doesn't care about upgrades inside Pyramid Fairy Hole.
Right, yeah. Smith chain. Just doing the purple chest now, and as well as hammer pegs.
I think McMonkey's heading into Spike Cave now.
Yeah. That is not Spike Cave.
I think you forgot which one of these 3 entrances is it. There he goes, he found it. And in hammer pegs,
Bottle.
that is the case Alpha Grove.
Okay, purple chest.
Purple chest into potentially checking Bombos.
Well,
you're gonna be nearby, you might as well.
You can't check Bombos. Not without going into the portal again. Usually I just do the invisible purple chest, which wow, that's incredible. The best part is that key literally is actually useless.
Yeah, we already know everything in Hyrule Castle.
Not to mention that ether is useless too.
And inside Ice Palace, we have...
Connector.
This is the emergency exit.
Where could this even lead, though?
I don't know. Turtle Rock?
Actually, bumper top, maybe. Yeah, bumper top.
And there's Blind's house!
There we go, yeah. It's gotta be here. There's no way it's not.
It may not. There's still the option in one other location.
I swear if it's not.
Red mail. Map to Hyrule Castle.
Useless.
Our final bottle. Another map.
My god, the anxiety is killing me. Please, just show the dang big key. Thank you.
There it is! Big key to Turtle Rock. That is Goma at 2 hours, 9 minutes and change.
Oh my god.
What an I'm gonna be honest, what an annoying sequence to get that Turtle Rock big key.
Yeah, that was stupid.
All I have to say is, ladies and gentlemen, Randomizer. It's a thing. But this will be a very quick final dungeon into this, so we expect... I said we'll maybe to finish up in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the rudest big key places I have seen in the randomizer for a long time, cross keys or otherwise.
Yeah, that's not great. It literally was coming down to just what that, the TR entrance and Bombo's tablet. Yeah.
And I don't think we've seen one of the, yeah, no, I don't think we saw the Lumberjack duo's house. So they have, like, the whole twin bed set up in the smith for all their tools. Anyway, there we go. There is the final boss down for this, and it's time to go fight Ganon, who is in the grave. No, that's probably why he was there. He made his way so long.
I was about to just make that joke too. Dang it.
It's getting a bit sharper as the longer this match is going on.
No, the useless fairy is at the pyramid drop down.
Oh, but the actual entrance to GG blocked by the crystals, that could be the Lumberjack, though. We don't know. There could be one or two more. We don't have all the entrances mapped.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we go with the Ganon fight. I think McMonkey is going to at least get the Titan's Bits and realize, oh no.
Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty high collection rate. And there's the mitts for McMonkey.
And there we go, into phase 4. One silver arrow. Setting up to triple here. That looks like maybe a double. Can't probably be too far north, but no, actually, never mind.
Nice triple.
Yeah,
very
barely
nice.
snuck it. Barely had enough room there. Ladies and gentlemen, get your GGs in chats for homemade beer. We will win this race for Beats from the East, but this is only the first of 2 games between these 2 teams.
And
there we go.
Beer crosses the finish line with a race time.gg time of 2:13:29. Get your GGs in chat.
Yes, get your GGs as well. We will be... Looks like he's going to keep going here for a little bit longer.
Yeah. McMonkey is going to decline an interview, but GG's all the same.
Yeah, so GG's here. Welcome in, Homemade Beer. I would. This was a seed that existed. As you just now see what Bombos had, to just add extra explosions.
Yeah. So, okay, I had a thought when I found GT. Well, first of all, I was searching for GT at some point. I'm like, you know what? I haven't found GT. I have like every key. I have everything but the hammer and TR big key. It's one of those at least is in there. And honestly, the thing that I was gonna do the climb earlier, because I was like, it's gonna be on the climb. Something's gonna be on the climb. Something stupid. The seed's just kind of rolling that way. But then I was like, I don't remember what's behind the drop down, and I'm gonna go clean up all the hammer checks while I think about this, because I had to remember, and that's kind of why, besides it being a bad play, but like why I didn't do it the first time up there. But man, that was a do everything seed.
Yeah, just do all the things.
Yeah, pretty much. It was a good race at least.
It was very enjoyable.
Yeah, just going all over the place. It's very entertaining scene throughout, at least. He's definitely kept us on our toes, wondering where everything was.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I did find the Hyrule Castle small too. Yeah, so I found every key. I had to. I didn't find the Thieves Town small key, which was a little weird.
We don't know where that is.
I never did Bombo's tablet, and I never found hammer pegs, I think. It's the only two things I didn't find or do or whatever. No, I did find hammer pegs. Yeah, no, I just never did Bombo's tab. It was the only thing I didn't do. Cool.
And that was only 3 bombs, so...
Oh.
I guess the Thieves Town small key locked itself?
Yeah. We were talking about that earlier. I guess that's where it happened.
I've seen it happen before, for sure. Oh, man.
Now, there's, of course, the TR entrance, but I think at that point, once you found the Blind's hideout, and there were 5 items, I think that was the last interior that had items.
On my tracker, that's the last entrance with items, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I found every item cave, I think.
Yes, so Thieves Town small key is locking itself. So that's wonderful.
Cool. Great logic. Not that it meant anything.
True.
Well, you were supposed to beat Thieves Town so you could get the Ice Palace big key logically, so that was neat. Oh man.
Wait, did you? I thought it was only in the maiden cell.
Well, yeah, sorry, it was in the main. You were supposed to go back there, I suppose, to get the Ice Palace key. Oh, you know, I guess no one would have ever checked the Turok big chest, so that could be a thing.
That is true, yeah.
Oh,
I never
yeah.
did check that.
That's another case, yeah.
But it was weird because I think I got to Dark World what felt like super late. But at the same time, like, I wasn't mad about how I found Dark World, because I already had so much stuff that, like, once I got there, I'm like, cool, I can actually kind of do a lot. And obviously I was looking... The first item I find, of course, is the boots. I'm like, alright. I just need to figure out a way to get them. And then it was like... I found the Moon Pearl kind of early, and I'm like, okay, well, the mirror's somewhere. I'm like, I'll try and hopefully I dig it up before I get to Dark World. And then when I found it, there was a lot of options that all kind of sucked. It was kind of, you know, get into the Dark World and then you can dip this, there's a connector, do that. I stayed out of Swamp, luckily, the whole time, and then once I went in, I full cleared it, and there was nothing there. Because I thought it was a pretty easy dungeon to consider, like, double dipping, like, early. And then when I found the small key, I'm like, maybe now I dip it? Then I'm like, no, I still haven't found GT yet, so that's kind of some of the thoughts there, but... Yeah, it was kind of like, there's always a joke in Cross Keys that you always find the thing you need after you finish, like, whatever you're doing. And the seed kind of had that, but at the same time, when you did find the thing you need, it was usually actually convenient, because you could just go back and do whatever you were going to do anyway. Like, it ended up not being a huge deal. I don't know. But it's Cross Keys. It's do everything and just try and be efficient and stuff.
Yeah,
Unless your opponent's faster.
And to Krusty's credit, I believe that we've seen seasons under 90 minutes even at the time. So
Yeah,
this is just
I
one of
believe it.
those outlier seeds that just really, really did not want to be finished anytime soon.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose you could just YOLO the climb, if that's your thing. I think maybe that's like a Hitsuyan thing. He probably would have done that like as soon as he got in there. He would have done it before the right side probably, and then been in go mode. So.
And I believe at this point in time, we do see that McMonkey has indeed forfeited from the race. But GG's to him once again. Yeah, he did decline the interview. But yeah, this seed was admittedly a bit rough, but it was still a pretty good race, all things considering.
Yeah, this was definitely a very fun race. I would definitely watch this back.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited to watch this back. I want to see how things played out. This is the first time I've ever played this mode, so the pseudo boots like thing in it.
So what are your thoughts on it, actually?
I will say that I hated it less than I thought I would. Not that I thought I would hate it, but I was just like, yeah, what's the point? Just do regular cross keys and find the boots later. And hate is a strong word. It's not really what I meant. I did only do a accidental bonk once. That felt pretty good. I kept finding things that were boots locked. I'm like, well, can't get that. Don't have the boots.
Just taunting you.
Yep. So. But yeah, no, I didn't know how to feel going into this week, and I think glad to get this one done kind of early. And GG's to McMonkey. They're Go and McMonkey, all of them are a really strong team. So we'll see. We'll have to see what happens going forward. We got 3 matches left between our two teams. So I thought I was gonna have a 200 collection rate or more, by the way, and I guess I just didn't fluff enough.
Yes. Now, when is your next match between Team Go here? Because I don't see.
When is our next match? That's a good question. I actually don't know if it got scheduled yet.
Well, it'll happen sometime later this week, so tune in for that, folks. In the
Yeah,
meantime,
sure will.
if you want to see another match, stay tuned here because in about 40 minutes' time, we have Zaruvian, hope I pronounced that right, versus F. Coughlin here on Speed Gaming. That is TM32 God Route versus the Bomb Squad.
Yeah, and also currently on Speed Gaming 5, we have T-Stu14 of Begone Pot versus Talithar of OK Dudes. Tracy M and VXR are calming that one. Definitely a good pair of comms. So definitely give that a watch as well.
Now, for you folks in the Eastern time zone, this match is still to be determined, but if you want to see some matches tomorrow, set your alarms because we have matches starting as early as 7 a.m. potentially on the Invitational side of things. So look forward to that coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, but just to do the usual spiel, be sure to give both of our runners a follow, Homemade Beer and McMonkey. They both put on a great show. Both excellent runners. You can give our trackers a follow, Retro J Esquire and Royale with Cheese. You can also drop a follow to my co-com, WolfLink0370. And you can also follow me, Jaxie Ivy.
That's right. And of course, folks, those may should also follow Speed Gaming 2 through 6 so you don't miss any racing action, not just linked to Best Randomizer. And don't forget as well to follow the ALTTPR League and the ALTTPR League 2 through 6. Or is it the ALTTPR Randomizer?
The ALTTPR League 2 through 4.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, we host our open league races over there as well. So make sure to follow those as well. But yeah, from all of us here at the Linked Best Randomizer League, I have been WolfLink0370, and we shall see you all next time. And thank you for watching. Have a good night, everyone. Once again, stay tuned. Another race coming up here in just a little bit here on Speed Gaming.
Have a good one.